Hello, Michigan gardeners. It's Tuesday, April 11th. This is Doug. I'm at Buzzard Family Farm. We're on Verona Road, just outside of Marshall, Michigan. We are going to uncover the strawberries today in the late fall after the ground is really frozen pretty well. Be late November, early December. Typically, we put straw on the strawberries. If we don't get a good amount of snow, and this winter we didn't. We don't get good protection for the berry plants, and they might winter kill some. So we cover them with straw. The straw is also kind of a dual benefit because the straw um, works its way down in as we rake it off, and it's a nice resting place for the strawberry. So that the strawberry doesn't get dirty when you're picking it, so people have good clean berries to eat without dirt on them. So over this way, um, my nephew's wife has already uncovered those rows, and she went down through with a rake and just pulled it off lightly, trying to leave some straw on the strawberries so that they, again, have some straw in the bed itself for the berries to rest on. The rest of the straw looks kind of high, um, but it will settle right down. And then when we're picking, I pick on my hands and knees. So that's good soft straw to kneel on. Works really well for picking strawberries when you're out here. I'm typically out 3 hours in the morning. And then sometimes, if we've had a busy day and we can sell more and we've got more, I will go out and pick a couple more hours after lunch or close to lunchtime. But most of the picking we try to get done from about 6 until 9 in the morning when we open. But this last row, there's 4 rows, 3 over here that she's uncovered, and this row, which she hasn't uncovered. I'm just going to show you if I were doing it with my hands, and I do sometimes do that because at the same time I weed them a little bit. There are a lot of winter annuals underneath there, winter annual weeds like henbit, shepherd's purse, chickweed, some dandelions are starting to come through. So I have a soil knife. So hopefully I can go down and get that long taproot on the dandelion. But when you uncover them, again, push some that way. Some this way. Here, this is henbit, which you're probably seeing in your yard right now. It's got a pink little flower, and really you want to try to get it before it goes to seed or before it grows much more. It loves the cool weather. Sometimes germinates in the fall and overwinters. Other times it germinates in the late part of the winter, early spring when it's cool, and then you've got this stuff everywhere. And it really makes a mess to pick the strawberries because it gets quite big, and then it's hard to get the strawberries out. So again, all I'm doing is uncovering the berries. Here's a dandelion. So again, the dandelion has that long taproot. I didn't get the whole thing. You can see here where that part of the root broke off, so it'll be back again. But if I can knock it down, I can slow it down, and it won't bother quite so much. But we just go up through, and again, I'm going to leave some straw in the center of the bed, get the berries uncovered most of the way. And again, you can start to see the green of the row. And in a couple of weeks, after we've had some warmer weather and you get your berries uncovered, they green right up. They send up new growth as well as the green that's already showing. And then you start to see your blossoms. Usually, we're hoping not to see them much before, say, May 7th or 8th or so, because it's about 3 weeks after you see blossoms that you get berries. We really, for our purposes with the greenhouse work and all going on, we really don't want to see the strawberries for Memorial Day weekend. I'm sure some people would love to have strawberries for Memorial Day weekend, but we don't really have the time that weekend because it's such a big weekend for the greenhouse to come out and pick the strawberries. We'll get it done if we have to, but we'd prefer that the strawberries wait until usually about June 5th, 6th, 7th is when we start picking a few of the early berries. Some people don't know that. They'll come in and say, isn't there just one type of strawberries, a Michigan strawberry? There are many different varieties. The first row way over is Wendy, which is an early berry. That would be the first one we would see probably. We might see it Memorial Day if we get real warm weather, but more than likely that first part of June. And then the middle two rows are Jewel, and this row is called AC Valley Sunset. It's the latest of all. We've had years where we pick strawberries until the 4th of July. That is unusual, although a lot of people that come in who picked strawberries years ago seem to remember that they could always get their strawberries at 4th of July here in Michigan. But we find that tends to be quite unusual because it gets really, really hot toward the end of June. And for us, the month of June is the month where you can usually get strawberries. And the target date that I always tell people is Father's Day. That tends to be a really peak time right there in the middle to third week of June. So at any rate, I just thought I'd share what we're doing today. I've got some other videos coming up. I'm trying to do one per week. I'm a little off my schedule. I'll blame the weather, even though I don't think it's really all weather related because we've been working right out here in it all the time. But I'll probably do another perennial dividing video because it's so many different types of perennials. And if you're looking to expand your own garden or perhaps give away some to a friend who's been admiring them, it might help you out there. So have a good day. It's going to be a great week here in Michigan. We're going to be in the 70s all week, and then we take a turn and go cooler again for the early part of next week. But enjoy the beautiful weather while you can. See you next time.